you. I mean, Miss White definitely is a pretty girl, but we just want to know why would you go and fuck Keith? Did Miss White tell you about Keith Dick? Did she show you a nude? Like, what happened for you to swaddle the dick and then get pregnant too? Now the brothers is the sister cousins,
Damn.
cousin, brother, sister.
No.
Oh, that's a messy mess. So if he did die, would the cousins come as cousins, or would that be on the obituary as sisters?
Mm.
Also, they siblings first. Did
Hey, I got a question. Wasn't it in the Toledo newspaper when he had the accident?
it was? I don't know if it was in the Toledo newspaper.
Okay, so that's the
How
way
can
you
I?
want to find out what's going on.
How can I check
You know,
it?
all you got to do is wait till tomorrow morning or call tonight and tell them you need a follow up on what happened. But you got to beat the family from calling blocking it. And the newspaper do a follow up.
What that mean? I should do it now.
However, you just got to beat the family because the family call. I don't want to say it on that, but the
I
family
wish you
call
would have
blocking
said
it
it
is
on
going to
live.
be
You should
hard.
have told me while I was off. But I'm gonna call
I
now.
don't have your number,
The
but you know what I'm
family,
saying, right?
I guarantee you, Miss Janice fat ass in here, Tomilia big ass up in here. Tomilia, you ran down my window, bitch. Fall out of it. You the big hoe up there. Get your big heavy ass out my window. My phone going dead because of heavy weight. Come on out of there, fat back. Miss Janice, get that lipstick off your lip. It's the Sabbath day. Put on some ruby purple, some burgundy, and fall your big ass through.
Auntie, stop talking and call them, bitch.
Okay.
Hello, in other news, OG Murder said it is not Keith.
From the church, bitch. We gonna get to the bottom of it, baby. Because if it was anybody else, they'll be over there having a ball, bitch. If it was you, if it was Vanna, if it was anybody, they'll be over there having a ball. So we're gonna get to the bottom of it, baby, whether y'all like it or
What
not.
day did it happen? June 2nd?
Mm-hmm.
7th. 7th.
We're going into the second week. Doctors are not going to allow them to keep him on the ventilator much longer. They have to make the decision tonight or tomorrow.
Wait, what? How long can you stay on the ventilator?
That is true. You can only stay on there for 14 days, 2 weeks. After that, you have to pay more, and it's expensive to stay on there.
Yeah, that's true. My mom, she died last year. She had a heart attack and she ended up losing oxygen to her brain. So she was on the ventilator for 14 days. After 14 days, the insurance let them stay on there, but the doctors don't recommend it because the ventilator can cause problems within the organs because of the machine. So either way it goes, either he can pass without the ventilator, like if they take him off, or if he stays on there, the ventilator is going to cause more damage to his organs.
Shit.
Man, these motherfucking people are motherfucking lie. They don't know what the fuck they talking about. Your family can keep you on the ventilator as long as they see fit. unless the hospital or another family member gets a court order that allows them to take you off the motherfucking ventilator. Generally, once you have no brain activity, the doctor will convince the family to take them off of the ventilator. But the doctor cannot just make that decision on their fucking own. I don't give a fuck if you got insurance to pay it or not. The hospital is obligated when it's a medical emergency to tend to you whether you have insurance or not. The fuck is these lying ass bitches talking about? Alright.
Oh, he ate that. And no shade, that's true. I learned about that in school. It's called DNR. Do not resuscitate. The family has the choice if they want to keep him on the ventilator or if they want to take him out. Not the doctors. Y'all sound slow as fuck.
Strawberries fresh.
Right. So that's true. They might be true. But after 14 days, that family needs to make a decision. So even if they want to keep them on the ventilators, that's fine. They can do that. But they're gonna pad their pocket. Or if the hospital see the chief of staff decide it's not beneficial, they can keep them on the ventilator, but go have to send them to another hospital. If the chief of staff decides, hey, it's not beneficial to us, it's too much to risk, because you're just burning the inside at that point.
You burning the inside?
You burn the inside the body, right? You're destroying the inside. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to burn the inside the body with the ventilator just pumping. It's not doing any good. If that's the case, but we really don't know the case. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, baby. Deep ass shit, right? You know, it's
So I think it's based off case by case. They're going to look at the quality of his life. If he's not responding, his organs and stuff start shutting down. Eventually, they're going to say, yes, you need to pull the plug because he has no quality of life. So it's like the ventilator is working for him. Keith, to me, for real, my opinion, and I work in a hospital, Keith is pretty much gone. He's gone. The ventilator is keeping him alive at this point. And people need to understand that do not resuscitate. Do not resuscitate is like, in his case, that
bitch,
wouldn't
I
even
just
matter.
got chills up my spine. This some crazy ass shit right here.
In his case, it wouldn't even matter because his situation, he's pretty much brain dead. He's been in a coma for almost 14 days. He is not responding at all.
But you haven't heard of people that be up in comas for like a month, 2 months, 3 months and come back? Well, even Breon, with all that damage, took him about 2 or 3 days, he said, to wake up.
Again, it's based off case by case. If he has no brain activity, he's pretty much dead. The ventilator is working for him. When they arrived, they were performing CPR on him. He was pretty much dead, Lo. He was pretty much dead. You have, I think it's like 30 to 60 seconds you have to perform CPR right away. After that, your brain starts losing oxygen and everything starts to shut down and die. So my opinion is sad, but I believe he's pretty much gone at this point. His quality of life is done. His quality of life is done. I love you though. Bye, baby.
Ooh, y'all. You know, at first you just feel so heartless. Okay, baby. At first, y'all, you just feel like when shit like this happen, it'll like sink in. It kind of like bitch, literally look at my hand. I have chills.
Hey, cutie.
Hi.
Yes.
Oof.
You can only have like 13 minutes of oxygen loss. Anything after 13 minutes, you're gone. I'm in a.
So that means oxygen loss means you're not breathing, right?
Yes. When you lose, if you go over 13 minutes without oxygen to your brain,
thank you, wifey.
You're like brain dead.
Okay, so
you're brain dead.
Did y'all see him breathing in the video or no?
I seen them. I seen the video and I seen them working on him.
But he wasn't like going. Cause you know normally when you in a coma you like take deep breaths or something. Like he wasn't shivering or nothing.
Nuh-uh. His legs wasn't moving in the video that they showed.
but they was doing
video, but I was
CPR
so
on
busy
him,
trying to look at him.
and I was like, damn. One of my homegirls'
Thank you.
son is in the same situation as he's in, but didn't happen in a wreck, but they're in the same boat, and they're both still fighting. The only thing we can all do is just pray for him and his family,
So
because
your
right now
son
it's
situation,
between him
you
and
said
God.
yo who, babes?
One of my homegirls, her son is in the same
So what happened to
condition.
him?
He had a heart attack and a seizure while he was asleep, and we had to do CPR on him. But he was pretty much already dead because he had over 13 minutes of oxygen lost. But he's still on the ventilator.
And what's the update? Is he he on the ventilator? So that means he's not breathing on his own.
He's not breathing on his own. He's brain dead. He has no brain activity. He cannot open. He does not open or blink his eyes or anything. And so far, she still got him on now, but she's gonna have to come to. She's gonna have to make her mind up on whether to pull the plug, send him to a different hospital, or send him to a nursing home, somewhere where they can preserve his quality of life. But he's not doing anything.
How
No
long has
brain
it been?
activity.
How long has it been since he?
They kill him. The funny part about it is his accident was like 3 days before Keith's was.
Mm.
His happened at
Did they perform surgery on him and stuff or no?
no, it wasn't no surgery. I mean, poor baby. His tongue was already purple. His color of his skin had already started turning light gray. His eyes was halfway open, and you could start seeing the gray part showing in his eyes. He had no oxygen. His body was still warm, and yet we still had to do CPR
When the CPR,
until the
did he start
ambulance
breathing?
got there. And if you ask me, no. They just went through the motions because his mama was so out of it and was just everywhere.
Okay.
So to get the body out of the house, what they will do is they'll go through the motions. They'll put everything on him and they'll act like they're working on him, and they'll bring him on out so everybody will move out the way.
All right, thank
So
you,
that's how
ma'am.
they did him to get him down. Okay.
Thank you,
I'm
babe.
gonna get down. You have a good day, baby.
No, with my sister that passed, because we didn't want we'd rather see her there all hooked up versus them taking her life. But they did tell us, and her husband is very wealthy. They told him that after so many days, which was like 14, we had to make a decision because he said it would give her an infection. Her kidneys were shut down, her lungs, but we still said no. But that's when they began to charge him a lot of money. He didn't care. He said anything to keep his wife alive. But what the hospital did, and I recently found out they did because I ran into the boy that did it, and he explained to me, it crushed me, but he said they set them up to die. They lower their blood pressure, and they kind of like, because we don't know these machines and stuff, and I did witness them do that. Like they just rushed in and started, giving her, doing with the shocker and stuff. And he said that she was already gone. They just have to do that to the family because that's the only way the family gonna accept it. So he later told me that they
Go through the
purposely dropped
motions.
her.
They perfectly.
Yeah, they go through the motions. That's what they did.
So the
And we
family
rather
won't think that
accept
they
that knowing
taking her
that
life away.
exactly. So we wouldn't feel guilty. But I ran into him, and he told me. So it's just it's sad, but it's life.
Yeah, the hospital, they can keep them on for so long on the ventilator, but what they try to do is they say 14 days because then if they're an organ donor, they can use their organs. They're still viable. But after a certain amount of time, like one of the last people that was talking, it starts to mess with their inside, so their organs start to shut down and they're no longer viable. If they keep them on for so long. But you can be on a ventilator as long as your family wants to keep you on the ventilator. What they'll do is they might have to send them to another hospital or to hospice place or nursing home. But you can be on a ventilator. People be on ventilators for years and years and years. It's just, but there's no quality of life. There's not, once your brain did and there's no brain function. It's almost like it's kind of over, and that the ventilator, it pumps air into you, it's breathing for you, but it also brings water into your body and into your organs. So that's why people on ventilators, they be swelled up, their eyes be swelled and purple and stuff like that, because it actually brings water, it brings that moisture, that water into them too. So it's really up to the family how long they want to keep them on there. As far as them charging how much it is, yes, that's true, it does get expensive, but just like hospital bills, it's just a bill. They can't just stop unless the family says or the actual person says, hey, if I die, if I flatline, don't bring me back. Then they won't bring them back. But when you go to a hospital, they have to treat you, no matter how much it is, whether you have insurance or don't have insurance. It's going to be a bill that the family will have to pay, so they racking up that bill. So any life insurance policies and stuff like that, them hospital bills is going to come out of. But it's really on, the family. The only thing we really can do is just pray and just, hope that he make it through that.
And y'all was arguing with me like that's not DNR. That's literally what he just said. You bitches in the comments think you know everything. You bitches are on Medicaid. You bitches don't know shit but state subsidies, bitch. Fuck y'all.
You got to be the most retarded motherfuckers I know coming on here with this misinformation. You motherfuckers is just as worse as the Republicans. A DNR means do not resuscitate. You have to be alive and in good health to be able to sign a fucking paper that says DNR. If he had a DNR, he would not be on motherfucking life support as we speak. I heard the dummy say you need 30 seconds of air and 13 minutes of air. Bitch, it's 7 minutes. Your body can go without 7 minutes of oxygen before you start to have brain fucking damage. And you bitch ass nigga Dale, you doing all these motherfucking FaceTime talk about Pastor Bitch when he called you out to fight. Bitch, where was you at then? But you got tired to pull up at the motherfucking scene. I hate you bitches. Get well, Pastor.
What do you think that's called when they put that shocker on you and you're already dead, like the person said? That's protocol. What do you think that's called? That's called resuscitation. You slow ass, stupid ass black bitch.
What did he say? Girl, do not get up here no more. You keep saying the same fucking thing. Do you not understand what he just said? This whole so stupid. A do not resuscitate happens before the accident, you dumb hoe. Before. You keep talking about DNR, but you're not saying nothing.
But I do want to insert this.
Accident.
I do want to insert this. When my granddaddy was going through what he was going through, his kidney moved down to lower than 15% functionality, functioning lower than 15%. They did request the family to change it from resuscitate to DNR.
Okay, yeah, that can happen too. But she keep getting up here talking about do not resuscitate. Girl, they already resuscitated him on the scene. What the last person said was if he had a DNR in place, they would have left his ground on the body at that time. Do you get what I'm saying? She act like she don't understand that. Girl, don't get up here no more.
Put him on the ventilator. Because if he had a DNR, he would have never been on the ventilator. That's what y'all saying.
You cannot be on a ventilator longer than 14 days. If not, because the ventilator breeze pushes your lungs up and down by itself. Once you're on it too long, your lungs are elastic. They will no longer function like they're supposed to. Therefore, anything longer that they want to keep them on, they will put you on a trach. You don't be on a ventilator longer than 14 days. I don't know what they talk about. Okay.
Okay, y'all, the room is hot in here, you guys. Let's play those Bills Time 99, Bills Time 188. Can I get some people to tap the lottery, please? Tap the lottery. Go ahead, baby.
Hello. The church people are real sensitive. I know they're mad at us. We love Keith. Everybody loves Keith. Blah 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 blah. Let's look at the facts. All right. Miss White is not his wife. At the end of the day, she knows more, just as much as the janitors. All right. She does not have pull like that. Him and his mama were not close. All right. He had no DNC. So let's get that straight. 10 minutes. The witnesses already said he was bleeding out from the head. On the scene, he was dead on arrival. They're just doing this for performative action for his mama and his kids. His daughter said, please wake up, Daddy, on Sunday. It's Sunday. Keith is not up. The church knows something. They're raising money for GoFund for his funeral. They've been crying the last 24 hours. Tommy, Journey, all of them know.
Yeah.
Daddy said D&G, bitch, Dolce and Gabbana. You have fuck out on this app.
Go crazy, bitch.
Hello, Keith has made it to an alternate reality, which is why he is still in a coma, sweetheart. He is fine where he is. Let him be in the alternate reality he is at and leave him be.
Journey?
I want to say rest in Keith Jones. He passed away on the 6th of June. Bitch, they moved him out because the body did.
Whoever was just trying to come up, your version of Bigo is too low to join my live. You need to update. Go ahead, baby. Do y'all hear this person? Wow. I'm completely flabbergasted.
Austin, thank you for giving me the opportunity to say our goodbyes. Goodbye, Keith. May you rest in heaven's peace. See you the second coming.
They're going dark. They're going dark. Close your ears. The bells are hot. The bells are hot. Bell time 99. Bell time 188. We're big. Super lucky. Super lucky gift. Thank you.
This is Tommy K. moment. She's glad this happened. She's looking for a come up, and this is her moment. So she thinks she's in charge of the church now. Now that Keith is dead.
Period. Caruso remains. Big win. So what I'm going to say to you, Tuna, is Tommy K. is the church find out that Pastor P is dead or Pastor P is gone. The church is going to uproot those badges and they're going to go to wherever broadcaster they have been projecting that they hate because of Pastor P and become one with them. That's how this app works. If Tommy thinks that the church is going to fall in her lap, she got another thing motherfucking coming. The only reason why they watching you now is because they don't know what's going on. And maybe that's y'all way to spin the narrative, to spin the will of the people, to get what y'all need out the people while the getting is good. I pray to God that that's not what they're doing. Because that would be real dark to want to benefit off of CA, fraudulently at the will of someone's demise. That would be real sick and disgusting. So I hope that that's not the case. But if that is the case, when the church find out that you bitches lie, ho, get ready, bitch. Get ready. Go ahead.
Hey, Lo, how are you? Can you fill me in? So Keith is not no longer with us?
The people are saying that Keith is no longer with us. That's what the people are trying to gather based upon the information that the daughter shared.
Oh, wow. Why is baby mama telling my son he was good?
When the next time you hear the baby mama's good, that's what I would encourage y'all to say. Anybody that y'all hear to say that he's okay or he's good, tell them, baby, to prove it. We're not computers. We're not dummies. Just like y'all want proof for everything else, we want proof for that. Just like y'all screenshot everything else, the best of social media group, we want the screen recording of said that. And I don't see how it's so hard. Like, bitch, what's going on? Spit it out. Move on. The trolls gonna keep trolling. People is making shirts. People is doing whatever the fuck they gonna do. They gonna keep doing it. Like, they're never gonna stop. So just tell us what's going on so the people that care or have some type of concern can be at peace or at bay. Or if y'all, if it is serious and y'all do need our help, we'll be more prone to help if we know where we're helping. Okay, Keith is going through this. Keith need this. Keith need that. This is where he's at. This is on the basis of the recovery. We don't know how sure it is, but can we got to transfer to this. We will be quick to send our coin. It's no tea. We just send our coin to junkies. Go ahead, baby.
I just wanted to say, there's no cutoff on being on the ventilator. He was a physically strong person, and if he needed to be on the vent in 2 weeks, they would put a trach in his throat and connect the vent to that. They have long-term vent units, like in nursing homes and hospital level rehab. So, and you don't have to pay out of pocket. You can apply for Medicaid for that, because you're talking about like $25,000 a month for support. Most people can't afford that. But he doesn't have to be a DNR. He can still be a full code if that's what his family want, and he can still be on the vent. I'm not saying he is or he isn't, but there are such things as long-term or chronic vent units, so people can educate themselves.
You didn't try to call the hospital though?
Yeah, I've been trying to call the hospital, but guess what, babe? We don't think that he's in Toledo. We think that he had been transferred to. We think that he have now been transferred to a area specific hospital, like one that's studies in trauma, or one that focuses in brain or neurology. You know what I'm saying? We don't think that he's at the base anymore. You know what I mean? Because it's 14 days later, 12 days later. Like, of course, they're not going to keep him there. So we have been trying to locate the hospital, not just to get it. We know we probably can't get in contact because it's a code, but just to get the person to say, well, what's the code? You see what I'm saying? So that way we can say, okay, boom, confirmed here. Then we can get our background girls that are going to back end and get into the system. You feel what I'm saying? But we don't know where he's at. We don't know what. At this point, call funeral homes.
Not funeral homes. I ain't mean to laugh, but all right.
Oh, no.
Hello. What I wanted to say was I know someone that was in a similar situation, and they was in a motorcycle accident as well. They was bleeding on the brain. They broke their neck. They broke their spine, and they came out of it. So that don't necessarily mean that he's not here anymore. But I know somebody that it happened to. The motorcycle was tore into pieces. His head was swollen, like really bad. So that doesn't necessarily mean that he's gone, because the person that I know broke everything and they are still here with us. So that doesn't mean he's not here anymore.
We're not going off if he's still here or not. I would never pronounce somebody dead without knowing. So I have not said he's dead yet. We can't hear you no more. But what I'm saying is, from looking at it, we know that it was a substantial head injury to the head, because the back window is completely missing out of the vehicle. Blood all over the ground. We see him lifeless. Like, there was no motion in his body. Like, if you had just suffered that, wouldn't you be trying to, like, move or something? I don't know what's going on, baby. Baby, hello?
Hey, I didn't never really know him or not, but I was wondering, do somebody get like a GoFundMe page or somewhere where you can donate some money? Because his family, they gonna need some money. I mean, some real money. I mean, because I don't really know him, but you know, I'm willing to give him something. You know,
okay.
Just because he's a brother. But I don't know who he knows. I didn't know if he had a GoFundMe or something.
I don't know if he has a GoFundMe, but there's a fat bitch named Tamilia that goes.
No, I can't do that. I'm talking about some real money. I gotta know exactly where it's going. I can't be giving nobody. I'm giving them some real money. I ain't giving them little chump change or nothing. And I don't trust nobody, really, tell you the truth, from the people I see on this app, like a GoFundMe or something. Or send this
I send it to him.
I don't know. Yeah, and then what they talking about on those ventilators, man, you keep somebody on a ventilator as long as you got the money. I mean, we knew some food back in the day. We gave the hospital $100,000 cash, and they kept that fool on the ventilator alive. He alive now to this day. But yeah, you can stay on a ventilator as long as you paying for it. They'll keep you in there. But that's all I want.
This is the CA that we're raising finances for him right now live.
Yeah, it gotta be. I don't trust that.
You don't trust it?
Man, I don't cash app or nothing like that. I'm talking about sending him some real money.
I got the mama number. We can send it on Apple Pay to the mama if you want to. You got Apple Pay?
A GoFundMe or it go straight to his family, because I'm talking about some real. I ain't talking about no few $100s. He needs some real money. He got bills to pay.
But you didn't know that was my nephew? I am a member of the family. Why do you think I have so much information?
You're not listening to your comments. They said call the first 5 funeral homes and say, where can I pay for the casket? They'll let you know if he's there or not. Call the first 5 funeral homes in Toledo, Ohio. One of them will crack.
You gonna bring your ass up here. Y'all always, now when I need somebody to swing for me, who's gonna be there to swing? Cause the whole app gonna jump on me. The whole app gonna jump on me. You want me to be the one to do it. You want me to be the face of that bullshit. But when I need a hoe to swing, where are you gonna be? Come back up this way.
That's right.
Where are you gonna be?
Can you hear me low?
What's that?
Can you hear me? Okay. Happy Father's Day to all the guys in the comments, man. It's a fucked up situation with Keith. I'm gonna tell you something, low. Watch out, baby girl. I'm on. Watch out. My sister at the beginning of last year, man, was just in a single car accident and had brain injury. Right, she was bleeding on the brain. She wasn't bleeding out the brain, out the head. She was just bleeding on the brain. The same day, them people came in that room. You know, it's a little test that these people do when you on that damn ventilator. You know, they'll bring you off to see if you respond to pain and all this, that, and the third. So, if he is still on a ventilator, is it because he responding to it? You know what I'm saying? Or these people just paying for it? You know what I'm saying? Because the same day they told get your family up here. Hey man, she gonna go. She not responding to none of the little tests that they do. You know, so it's like it's kind of hard to tell. You know, about what's really going on right now. You know, but that's you don't stay on the ventilator for a long period of time. You know, something like that. Especially if you don't have if you're not responding to when they bringing you down and trying to make you. You know, talking about respond to the pain. Shit, so they need to say something, you know what I'm saying? But I'm back in the comments.
See, that's what's wrong with some people. They don't listen. Like when y'all doing like when a person is like brain damage or whatever, y'all gotta give them time to motivate. Y'all can't just kill people just because they laying there doing this. But like, I ain't gonna lie. Keith looked like he was dead when he was on the ground, because when somebody was like getting CPR, everybody was just looking at the ground like, what's going on? So he might be okay. You got to take
what I want to say.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Hey, baby.
Hey, I'm in the hospital right now, and I just grabbed my nurse and asked her about the heart ventilator discussion and about, how long you stay on. And she said usually if a person has an accident or some kind of trauma, they'll prefer a person to...
You said you're in the hospital right now? Hold on.
Yeah, I'm in here right now.
Could you grab the name and bring the computer in there so we can have her look up the name? We don't want to know her name or nothing. No, can't bake down, baby. We don't want to see no details.
Can't bake down?
Yeah, we don't want to see no details.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, my sweet baby, are you okay?
I don't even do it. I have a chronic autoimmune. How do I calm that down?
In the middle, press the microphone. The microphone.
Oh, okay, hold on. Microphone.
There you go.
Okay.
I'm praying for you, baby.
She's screaming. Thank you.
No, can you listen, call your nurse back in there. Tell her that little computer that she normally brings when she come get your stuff and stuff to bring that computer. And we just need her to punch in a name real quick. We don't want to know who she is. We would never tell. We would never do none of that. You just say calm down. Just punch the name.
You know, I'm busy. I'll come back up when I get back in here. I'll come back up.
Come back in. Tell her I got a couple dollars for 2.5 years. Come back up, sister. I sent her a couple dollars. I just hit a $500 date last night. I could definitely send off a little $250 for the betterment of the people. We don't want to know who she is. We don't want her name or nothing, baby. We just want her to punch it into the computer. You know.
Hello.
Hi, beautiful.
Hi, beautiful. Listen, I gotta tell you a little story real fast.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin and his best friend both were hit by a drunk driver. They were 13 and 15 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
My cousin had a broke pelvic, broke leg. He had fluid on the brain, with his blood on the brain. He had a lot of things going on with him and was unconscious. So his 15-year-old friend had a lot of broken injuries as well. He had a neck brace on. His teeth was up in his gum. But he was coherent and he was talking. Well, the next day, the 15-year-old died. My cousin, who had the head injuries, is still here to this day. So that's because it's a head injury. I heard somebody say it earlier. It doesn't mean to death. It took a lot. Also, I must say he was much younger than Keith at the time of his accident. However, he's still here. The friend had internal bleeding, and they didn't know where it was coming from. It was the main artery. Yep, the main artery to his heart was leaking, and by the time they got to it, he had died. He was 15 years old. But my cousin is still here. His motor skills are not the same, of course. You know, he can't. The right side of his brain.
Go ahead. His motor skills.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this. Yep, his motor skills aren't the same. He still uses a brace on his arm. His legs stopped growing, so he has a brace on his shoe. He has a lift on all his shoes to make him balance or whatever. But he's fine. He has 3 kids. He has 3 children. He'll probably repeat himself a couple of times or whatever. And older he gets, arthritis or anything. But praise God, he's still here. And I just want to say, I'm praying the same thing for Keith. I understand, brain injuries are nothing to play with because your brain is so big. But, it could be a possibility that he pulls through this. So I'm praying for him. I don't know him, and I know he comes to Detroit a lot. That's where I'm at.
I see you got your Louis Vuitton on and it look like you in a Jeep.
Are you going to get to leave today? Do you know? Yeah.
Oh, you with the shit bitch and cashy bitch.
Okay, listen.
Okay. Babe, come up here. You say you went in the Rick Hall and you work at the hospital. Let's go.
Let's get down before you end up like Keith. I just want to say that nigga probably a vegetable now.
That shit wasn't even funny, bitch. Like, this is why we need white people to stay out of black folk business. Stay out of black folk business, you white ass bitch.
Okay. Hold for a moment. Hello.
It's a view. And we don't need this drama up here. Bye.
Well, can y'all stop trying to evaluate a bitch type and talk to their family members and see what the fuck really going on with them?
Well, baby, you can't get the family members to say anything. He don't like his mama. The mama don't like him. The baby mama is mad because he fucked the cousin, so we can't get nothing out of neither one of them. Nunu finally got accepted. Now, if Nunu goes to Toledo, we know that he must be dead. If she flies to Toledo, they planning a family funeral. It's no shame because we know Miss White don't like Nunu. We know Danny don't like Nunu. We know none of them like Nunu. So if Nunu in Toledo,
Yes, she very much is. It's just a lot going on. It's very sick in those parts.
oh baby, this not good. This not good. When all the bitches who was fucking the same dick come together, it's only one time, and that's the funeral, baby. We can't get them together. We can't get them together for Thanksgiving. We can't get them together, bitch. That's the only time the baby mom, them type of baby mamas come together.
I said when they got together, whether they was kicking it or whatever they was doing, I knew it must be bad for them to all be gathering. I said that.
For the burial.
No, listen and listen good. The Facebook site been telling us. Last night, all the baby mamas were there. 4 of them left early and went to the club. They got the family heated. Mama was mad, like, why y'all partying? Some of them stayed at the hospital. They were like, ain't nothing else we could do. 4 baby mamas went partying. The others remained. It's a funeral.
Ooh, this is messy. 4 baby mamas went to the club, and the mom was like, "Why y'all out partying?" And they said it ain't nothing we could do. Then Tommy K out there crying.
So what people saying?
Wake up crying, lying, saying that's not the reason why.
Don't listen to these people that's saying is lies, cause they don't know. They want to know. But motherfuckers getting up here knowing what they seeing on Facebook and shit. It's the truth. He might be brain dead. They don't know what's going on. But Keith's not moving right now. So if they all gathering together, yes.
Yeah, they don't see no recovery. Because if they see no recovery, they would be gathering together.
Yeah, and then Tommy screaming and hollering on the phone today and got off live. Like, come on now, y'all. Come on.
Then hollering and ended it.
Yeah, and then I was at Red 39 this morning, and she was saying that she had. Now everybody is saying that they got info. We don't know who's telling the truth and who not, but I don't think she was lying. She said that she was told from a pretty good source too that Keith is definitely brain dead, and she was telling the church this morning, y'all need to be preparing for that because she was like, when they plan that funeral, it's gonna hit y'all like a ton of bricks, while everybody else is accepting the fact. Like, yeah, girl, yeah.
Oh my God.
Y'all keep forgetting Bigo is new. Facebook is not. Everyone automatically goes to Facebook. All those baby mamas been on Facebook. They tell their whole story. So some of us who follow them, I follow 3 baby mamas. They were in Toledo. They were in the club. 2 were turning up. 1 was not. All right? And their daughter was crying hysterical in the lobby.
It's not just you. Many people experience a partial response to their antidepressant. Let's add Rexall.
Okay, can you go record that? Like, where is it at? Like, I want to see. At this point, bitch, I need to motherfucking see, because y'all is gagging me some serious, honey. Did you record, like, what's the Facebook name? Can we get some names or whatever? Can we get something? Because the way y'all stirred me up, but the whole, somebody called Tommy K and she started screaming and crying is what gagging me. And Tommy K would be on live all day. Is she not on live? And then Journey came on crying. Did she, Journey gonna try to lie and say, that's not why. But
The mama tried to fight the baby mama. She tried to fight one of the baby mamas because she didn't want them to go to the club. That's what I heard. Because I was on Facebook also. I'm a Facebook OG. But yes, girl, it's definitely crazy. The mama crazy. Like, it's just a lot going on. I'm praying for them. I'm sending my condolences if anything happens. But yes, pray for Pastor, y'all.
Bro, I hope y'all not just blind.
Y'all need to go on Facebook. Mama was really